Am I the a-hole for not inviting my half-brother to my graduation and refusing to let him ruin my moment?
Hi.
I'm F23, graduating from university this Thursday, something I've worked incredibly hard for and a milestone I once thought I might never reach. But instead of celebrating, I'm sitting here questioning whether I'm being selfish, all because I didn't invite my 7-year-old half-brother, Juan, to the ceremony. Some context: my relationship with my mom, F43, has always been complicated. When I was 15, she went through what I can only describe as a midlife crisis. She left our home, without warning, and moved in with her boyfriend. Just like that, she decided she wanted to start over and build a new life. One that didn't include me. I was left behind. No warning, no explanation. Just gone. For over a year, I lived with my grandmother, completely in the dark. My mom didn't call, didn't visit, didn't even check to see if I was still alive. And then, to add salt to the wound, when Juan was born, she and her boyfriend posted on social media, "We're finally the perfect family of 3 we always dreamed of." As if I had never existed. I remember reading that post, staring at it with shaking hands, feeling like a ghost. Almost 2 years later, she came back. Just showed up one day with an apology and a new house a few blocks from where I lived with my grandma. She wanted to reconnect, said she'd made mistakes, claimed she missed me. And you know what? I let her back in. I didn't do it for her, I did it for my grandmother. She wanted peace in the family, and she believed people could change. So I gave her that peace. But things have never been the same between us. I don't trust her fully. There are moments of calm, sure. Moments where I let my guard down. But the hurt never really left. Now about Juan, he's her golden child. He's sweet sometimes, I won't lie. But he is also unbelievably spoiled. He throws tantrums that can level a room, screams when he doesn't get his way, and has no boundaries. My mom lets him get away with everything. And I mean everything. Let me give you an example. A few weeks ago, when we were planning for graduation events, I asked my mom if she could help me pick out outfits. I wanted to share a little piece of this journey with her, naively hoping maybe we could have one nice mother-daughter moment. She agreed. But the morning we were supposed to go, Juan threw a fit, screamed, cried, said he had a stomach ache. My mom immediately canceled, said we could go the next day. Next day? Same thing. And the day after that. Eventually, I gave up and went with my grandmother instead. I found what I needed, and honestly, we had a lovely day. Later, my mom accused me of excluding her. She said I was a spoiled brat who only wanted things on my timeline, not hers. I didn't even argue. My grandmother had told me not to waste energy fighting her battles, and I listened. A few days later, she said she wanted to help pick out shoes, but this time only if one could come along. I reluctantly agreed. And surprise, surprise, disaster struck. While I was trying on the second pair of shoes, Juan threw a full-scale tantrum in the store, screaming, rolling on the floor, knocking over shelves, demanding ice cream. It was humiliating. I quietly put the shoes back, thanked the sales clerk, and walked out. And yet, somehow, I was the selfish one again. My mom called me ungrateful, said I should be lucky she even tried to be involved. So when I got my 4 graduation tickets from the university, I made a choice. I gave one to my grandmother, one to my mom. The other 2 went to my aunts, women who never gave up on me. Women who celebrated every little win with me. Who cried happy tears when I got into university. Who stayed up late reading my essays and helped me practice for job interviews. I didn't even think about giving a ticket to Juan. He's 7. It's a formal graduation. He's not going to sit quietly through a 2-hour ceremony. He's going to get bored, restless, loud, and cause drama. That's not a dig at him. That's just the truth. And after everything I've worked for, I deserve one peaceful, drama-free day. But when my mom found out, she lost it. She asked where Juan's ticket was. I explained there were only 4. I told her I didn't think graduations were really meant for kids, especially not ones who struggle with boundaries. And honestly, even if I had 5 tickets, I'd still rather take my aunts, because they've earned their place at my side. That's when the meltdown began. She called me selfish, heartless, said if Juan couldn't come, then she wouldn't come either. She'd cancel the party. Said I was cruel to a child. That family is family, and Juan deserves to celebrate me too. I said, Juan also has a father. He can watch him for a few hours. And that just pushed her over the edge. She said she didn't raise me like this. That I'm cold. That she gave me life, and now I was throwing her and her son away. I didn't respond. because at this point, I don't even know what to say. That conversation was a few days ago. She hasn't spoken to me since. She really did cancel the party. And it's very likely she won't show up to the graduation at all. The funny thing is, I'm more sad than angry, because a part of me did want her there. A part of me still wants to be the daughter who gets to celebrate her graduation with her mom, who takes smiling photos and cries happy tears. But that's not the reality I got. My grandmother and my aunts pulled me aside. They told me this isn't new, that I already know how my mom works, that she's always going to choose drama, and I shouldn't let her steal this moment from me. They even offered me their tickets so Juan and my mom could attend instead. But I told them, it's not about the number of tickets. It's about the fact that once again I asked for one thing. One peaceful day. One celebration that's mine. And she couldn't give me that without conditions. They told me they'll throw me another party, one where I get to decide who's invited and who's not. They said they won't invite my mom or her family unless I specifically want them there. And I honestly don't. But still, there's this voice in the back of my head asking, am I the bad one? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it really is selfish to exclude a child. Maybe I'm punishing Juan for his mother's behavior. Maybe this will come back to haunt me later. But I don't think so. I think I'm just a girl who worked her ass off to graduate, who endured abandonment, instability, and emotional chaos, and who wants just one day where she doesn't have to manage someone else's meltdown. So, be honest with me. Am I the a-hole for refusing to invite my half-brother to my graduation?